know it's about that time. 9 p.m. baby. Friday night. We're gonna work a little bit of popping. Let me jump on here real quick. What up, brother? What up? Let's do this. We're gonna take it easy today, but we're gonna learn a lot. You're gonna watch me break things down. Break it down to the underground. Let me see what's up to everybody real quick. Stop the music for 1 second. So check it. Today, I think it'd be a good idea for me to break things down and watch it. So when you guys watch videos, I'm going to show you how I watch videos. And maybe it'll give you some perspective as to, you know, what I see. And hopefully, oh, you're talking about the mega ball, the Powerball. Yo, I never have any luck with those things, man. But yeah, man, if you're getting it, bro, 1 B, huh? 1 billion? Damn. It's all good, dude. If you get it, yeah, you just drop me 1 million. That's all. I don't need that much. Just 1 million. Hey, I wonder if other countries have that, man. I know, you know, like other states, different parts of the U.S. have these mega ball and mega jackpots, but yeah, I don't know what other countries, but you know, dude, it's so, I don't know if it's rigged or not. I know before when they used to have it, you know, we would used to watch the ping pong ball drop back and forth and shit like that, but now yeah, I don't know. I don't even follow it, so I don't know if they use programs to randomly generate or whatnot. It's rigged because you never win. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I never win, it's rigged, bro. Yeah. So check it, everybody else. What's up? This is Siege. It is Friday. This is Poppin' Dance Drills with me every weeknight. And if you're coming in from Facebook, what's up? If you're coming here from YouTube or Twitch, everybody is welcome. All right, let's do this. Here we go. I'm gonna play. This is actually. Hold on a sec. Are you guys seeing? No, you guys aren't seeing it. What am I talking about? Right now. Okay, now you guys see it. Okay, so this is straight out of my YouTube page. All right. And matter of fact, this is the second Follow the Leader. Let's actually, I was just watching this, and oftentimes I think you guys should do it too. You know, watch yourself, watch your own freestyle, and break it down. All right. But before we do that, let me start over from the beginning. Okay. Remember, FTL stands for Follow the Leader, right? This is a drill that, you know, that we do here. So when I do something, you would do it. So let's just check it out from the beginning, all right? And you guys just follow along as I talk. Just simply follow, right? Get popping, right? Here we go. This is how we're gonna start. You guys should be able to hear so here, right here, I start, and then the follower go. Okay. Well, in this case, it's me. So this is the goal, guys. This is what I want you guys to start doing. Okay? Use the videos that I have already. There's 7 episodes right here, and at the end of the episode, there's me just freestyling, and that's something I hope you guys would do too. Okay. So again, right here, you see my arms doing it, but right there, I don't know. I'm gonna stop it for a second. I want you to focus on my knees, right? Watch the legs. The legs are also popping. Of course, when we're sitting down here, we can't do it, but eventually you're gonna get to the point where you gotta pop your arms and legs and head and chest, everything at the same time. But at the very, very least right now, you gotta do the arms and the legs together, all right? Yeah. Okay, let me go back and play this. And same thing when I go 1, 2, and then when I go back to 3, 4, I'm not just resting on 3, 4. I'm still popping on 3, 4. So look, I'm gonna rewind it just back a little bit. Watch. Pop, pop, and I still pop, pop. If you're focusing on just focus on the leader right now, because sometimes I know when you're watching this, you're kind of jumping back and forth. You're watching the leader and the follower and things like that. All right. And again, right now you're not doing this, okay? So don't actually do follow leader. I just want you to study it with me, okay? So right now I'm just looking at the leader, the one in the middle right now, and notice all the different parts that are popping, especially the arms and the legs. Gotta pop at the same time. That's the key, because a lot of times when you start incorporating things, you think you're doing it at the same time, but then it's more like, you know, I'm pointing to my leg. I know you guys can't see it right now, but if you pop the legs and the arm, like if it's just pop pop like that, if it's off by a little bit, it's still off. Okay, so you gotta make sure you go pop together, right? Leg and arm together. The arms and head together. Everything's popped. So it's not like a da 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 da. Unless the music tells you to do that. Okay. All right. So moving forward, here we go. So you see, like this angle right here, I did that with you guys, right? I did that sitting down. So this is something that, you know, I tell you guys, eventually you're gonna have to be able to do this standing up. And right now I'm standing straight up. All right. Sometimes I might be doing it, you know, at an angle where I'm leaning, or even to this side, you know. So just getting used to these angles, guys. All right, and then now I'm doing the arms with the legs, right? So my legs are either stepping out, stepping back in, or stepping out, or walking out, but incorporating. Now it's just like multitasking, right? Your arms doing something, your legs doing something at the same time. Again, watch this. When I go down, usually what I see is most beginners, when they bend, I'm looking at the follower right now, but let me wind back just a little bit. Right there, okay? One more time. Now, right when I go down, watch. I'm looking at the pants. I'm gonna rewind back again. Look at the pants pop. If the pants is moving, you know my legs are moving, okay? So I hope you guys saw that. It's probably really small on your screen, but go back to the video on your own and you should be able to see it. So the legs has to pop. Everything kind of accentuate up to the top when you pop the legs. Okay, here we go. Let me go back, make sure I don't miss anything. Everything that you're saying. What's up, Angelia? How are you doing? You know, today I'm just breaking down so that you guys can see how to use these videos, because oftentimes a lot of people, you know, you guys may think like, oh, you have to wait till 9 o'clock to practice, but I got a lot of videos out there that you guys can just use at any time. All right, at any time. So I'm just breaking down this FTL episode number 2. Okay, so here we go. Let's study this again. Here we go. And this one has a countdown, right? So I'm counting down. There's 3 minutes left, which is kind of cool, because then you can kind of, it's partially working on your endurance. It's not so much like cardio, right? Because you shouldn't feel like you're winded, but you might feel like your mind is gets tired, because trying to focus for 3.5 minutes straight, or 4 minutes, or whatever the length is. It takes a little bit of focus and energy at the beginning. So I do expect people to kind of just do this over and over again until it becomes easier. Okay. There again, right? So bending down at the waist. I mean, this is front view, but you could tell obviously I'm bending down close to 90 degrees. It's not perfectly 90 degrees, but it's close enough. So the hardest thing about popping your leg is when you're bending down at that angle. Sometimes you feel like you can't generate that. But then also my arms are also popping at the same time right there. Okay, a little neck go flex right there. A little bit So this part here, if you guys don't know, this is part of the Toyman style. Toyman style. Electric Boogaloos, often they're inspired by many things, right? You know, cartoons, toys, you know, figurines, right? So Toyman is, you know, the figurines that we play with. You know, back when I was a kid, like He-Man, they have these figurines that, you know, kids would play. So you can move the arms, you can move the legs, you know. So or G.I. Joe figurines, things like that. So this style, it's kind of a tribute to that. They call it Toyman, all right? But again, like once you get a concept, it's more about using things to inspire you. So you get a concept, and then in their own head, they're like, "Ooh, this is how I would do it." You know what I mean? So like you could take a concept Toyman, and your Toyman could look different from somebody else's Toyman as long as you take a concept. So that's the idea. All right, so I just want to slow down right there, and just if you just look at my, you know, my fist and my hand, the way I do it, it's, again, that's not the important thing. It's not impressive to me. It's like, ooh, you have a fist open, you have a palm. That's not the impressive part. The impressive part is the timing, the perfect timing. I know I'm listening to it with the headphone right now, so I think you guys, you know, if you guys watch this later on in the future, put a headphone on and look at the exact timing that I do it. I don't think when I was first starting to learn to pop, I didn't really appreciate how important the exact timing it is, okay? And once I got that, and then once I started studying myself, then I'm like, wow, that looks really cool, you know? So you guys could easily, I don't want to say easily, but it doesn't take a lot of power, right? If you just look at my fist right there, it's pretty light. It's not like I'm using a whole lot of power. I'm just going boom right there, boom. It's so simple, but if it's to the beat, it just looks really good. Okay, so yeah, let me keep playing with that. I mean, of course, it's the same thing, right? So I'm just, the concept is still the same, just be perfectly on beat. So my goal when I did this, and for you guys, this is like a, what did I say, 3.5 minute long. If you don't miss a single beat for 3.5 minutes long, I guarantee you're gonna look really good, whether you enter a competition or not, right? If you can focus for that long and not miss a single beat, it's very impressive. And you don't need to do crazy stuff, just like what I did here, right? This whole drill, I didn't do anything too complicated, and I just doubled everything. I just 1 2 1 2, you know, because I'm doing follow the leader. But you could very easily, you know, start going single, and you'll see that, okay? When I start doing, at the end of this video, you're gonna see me freestyle, and you're gonna see exactly what I mean, okay? Go flash right there, just walking out. So oftentimes I'll do something. Look, this is something really easy for you guys to do, okay? You do a move, whether you're walking out, you come back, and then second time you go out. Does that make sense? So you don't have to like, I gotta move over here, move over here. That creates a pattern of rushing things, okay? So how do you slow it down? How do you stay relaxed? The way you stay relaxed is, for example, if I want to look to my left, look, come back, look, and then go. You know what I mean? I'll do one thing, and I'll come back, and I'll do it again. I'll do something else. That's already 4 8 counts. That's really simple. Does it make sense? Actually, if I double it, then it's 1 8 count. I'm sorry, not 4 8 count, but 4 counts. But now if I double it, then it becomes 8 count. Here, for example, if I go like this, 1 2 3 4 5 6, then 7 8. That's one entire 8 count. Does that make sense? I look over here, 1 2 3 4, back there, and then together. So it doesn't matter, right? The idea is I do something and I come back. It's like, yes, no, Yes? Okay. You know what I mean? Like, it's a little bit of conversation. What you say? Nah. What you say? Oh, yeah, okay, I want some. Kind of like that, okay? So if you take that concept, you can always keep dancing, right? Here, what? Here, uh-huh. Hopefully you understand that, all right? Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Da-da-da. So when I did that step, let me rewind that. You see how like that little step, that, da-da, da-da, it's almost kind of cute, but it's cool because it's a different way to get from one spot to another. Okay, so usually if I want to go from one place to another, if you go back, we call this a walkout. Okay, right there, that's a perfect walkout right there. Step and then back and then walk it out. That's a double walkout. Double walkout means I'm going from one direction. I go, nope, I'm gonna go the other direction. So 1, 2, that's the double walkout, and I twist and I walked out of it. Twist it out and then walked out of it. Okay. Now I'm just redirecting. So if I'm facing this way, now I could do a top first, boom, and then step step. Okay, that's where I get my my rotation right there. Right there. This is what I'm talking about. Do do, right? That little step step. Boom, step step, step step, step step, step step. Okay, so that little step step is kind of cool, right? So again, a lot of time when many times when you're just dancing, you kind of your brain kind of runs out of move, right? You're like, wait, I did this again. I did this. What can I do? Just step step, step step. Ooh, I need to get over there. Da da. Okay, so it's a good little mixture. Okay. Oh, what's up, Marissa? Let's see. Yeah, I'm telling you guys. When I drop these videos in, it's yes. At first, people watch the video, right, and then the follow leader. There's that whole concept, follow leader. Okay, you follow leader, but now the reason why I'm trying to break it down is because there's a lot of little things that people kind of miss. So if you watch it over again, all these little things are gonna be able to help you to kind of just have fun and enjoy. All right, too much emphasis on trying to get it perfectly, or just try to memorize the routine, right? A lot of time, when you're in school, you just want to pass that test. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I gotta get an A. I didn't, but why do we do it? The reason why we learn this stuff is because it's useful to us. Okay, so. All right. Good to see you here, Marissa. Okay, let me get back to the video so I can break this down for you guys. We haven't even got to the freestyle part yet, so I know there's some gold nuggets there that I think you guys might want to get. All right, here we go. Right there, that little move right here. I love that move because before seeing Skeeter Rabbit do this move, right? It's so simple. It's just here, right? So it really reminds me of like tutting. A lot of people, boom, do these angles with their arms and stuff. Really, really fancy stuff. And I don't have flexible wrists. A lot of people who tut, right? This part is nice, but I can't do this part very well. Like it just looks like that angle is not good. It's not 90 degrees. It's pretty off. So oftentimes I don't like to do these kind of tuts. I'll do here. That's about it. That's the most generic tut you could do. That's it. And then from that, I'm like, okay, I'm not flexible with my wrist. So me personally, I don't do it. I think if you have nice flexible wrists and you're really cool with that, then you could get really crazy with that, right? So, but when I saw Skeeter Rabbit do like this looks like a simple angle, but it looks so cool when he did it. So, anyways, I was like, dude, I'm gonna take that, So yeah, all it is this right here. And one more thing I'm gonna tell you guys. A lot of times you see Skeeter Rabbit, he does his finger like this, like his pinky and his ring finger is curled in. Okay, I thought that was the coolest thing in the world, and then I realized his finger's jammed. Like he cannot physically straighten it out. It's kind of crazy, right? Yeah, it's I don't know what it's from. It's probably from like he bashed it up. He bashed it up basically. So he cannot it's not arthritis. It's just something that he messed up his hand. So he cannot straighten it out. And I don't know, just for the life of me, I was such a fan of like I just thought it was mannequin hand. You know how like if you look at mannequins, they have that hand. So I thought, oh, he's always doing mannequin hand. Turns out, yeah, his hand is jacked up. So, but you know, from me studying him, I guess subconsciously all my hands are going to be mannequin hands. So, anyways, back to his angle. So whenever I see anybody else do that, I think of Skeeter Rabbit. Maybe they got it from Skeeter Rabbit as well, but for me, definitely, I just want to give us tribute. I always give tribute to Big Brothers anyway. So, all right, moving forward. Right there, right there. The single leg. I'm gonna honestly tell you guys, every time I do my single leg, I get a little nervous just because sometimes it's just testing your balance, right? And it's always good to test your balance, try to get good balance. So anytime I see anybody getting down or battling, and they're able to spend a long time just balancing on one leg, to me it wins points. Just because I know how hard it is for me. So if they're able to do that, I'm like, yo, that's cool. So what happens is if I'm judging now, I'm in the judging shoes now. If I'm judging, I'm comparing this one person to another person, and one person is able to do a lot of balancing act, like demonstrating to me that he has superior balance. Then of course I'm gonna lean towards that side. Okay, but not to mention though, or to also mention, this is only if the both sides demonstrate that they're being able to stay on beat, and that's the foremost, right? I don't care if you bounce real good, but if you're off beat, to me it doesn't matter. This is not a balance beam contest, right? This is a dance contest. So if you're nice with your beat, with your rhythm, and you can show balance, then of course I'm gonna lean towards you. Okay. All right. Let me just check back, make sure I didn't get any missed messages. Okay, y'all here, cool. Let's move forward. So you see, like my balance wasn't so good, so I just go once and I get both my legs down. All right, here are my rolls. Here's my roll, boogaloo rolls. All right. Well, these are more like knee rolls and hip rolls. Let me go back real quick. Knee rolls and hip rolls. Okay. Roll. Okay. So I'm gonna go back one more time. The first one you could see is more of a knee roll, and then the second one you could see that I incorporate more to the hip and then the chest. Okay, down here and then step back, step out. Now here's that first roll. But notice when I start the roll, there's some chest movement. So I kind of use, it's almost like a open the door, you know what I mean? Like you grab the door, you kind of swing the door open. From that movement, I go like this here, and it goes right into the chest. So it's like a chest and then a hip roll. I'm gonna wind it back. Step out, step in, room, room. So my knee roll, it didn't just start from the knee. It start from like the shoulder to the chest, shoulder to the chest. All right. Walk out. So this is the opposite side now. Opposite side. One more time. Roll, roll. Okay. So I don't do my rolls the same. Okay. That just tells you I need to practice more on one side versus the other side, because they're different. One side, I know for me, this is me just being honest with you guys. One side feels more natural than the other side, and it's just the fact that I didn't practice the other side as much. And you could see that second side just look. I don't know if you could tell, but at least I could tell. I'm like, yeah, it wasn't very clean. Anyways, being honest with you guys, man. All right. Step it out, walk back in, and then turn. See, that's what I mean, right? Walk out, come back in, instead of walking out, walk out, come back in, and then turn. Okay, so just switching things up just a little bit, it keeps it entertaining, right? So it looks like I'm not repeating, but I'm really not repeating, but it's not as hard as like constantly coming up with new moves all the time. Okay. And you guys probably see me do this a lot, right? But the difference is when I go like this, sometimes I go step when I do this, and sometimes I step forward when I do this, and sometimes I go one hand and then the other hand, right? Sometimes I turn and then I do it. So it's like I'll do it, but there's always something a little bit different, okay? Which makes it a little bit more interesting. Puppet breakdown. So just to let you guys know, that's called the puppet breakdown. Right there, boom, break it down. That's the puppet breakdown. Okay. Walk it out. One leg. Don't fall. All right. So yeah, I'm actually pretty proud of myself when I do the one leg thing and I don't stumble. A lot of times you'll see me like, there's a little bit of stumble or a little bit of shakiness, but when there's no shakiness, that's like, ooh, butter. That's what you want, right? Anytime you get one leg, bam, you want to stick it like a statue. Bam, boom, okay? So that's always the goal, So keep practicing those single leg, nice pose, and just, you want to stick it like a statue, man. Because if you hit it and you're like wobbling, everybody's like, oh, nice try. You know what I mean? So you don't want that. You want them to be like, dang, they stuck that. I think at this point I was just getting tired because we're down like 3 minutes in. Right? Look, simple angles, just repeating, but always focusing on the pop. All right, honestly, that one I didn't pop at all. It looked like I didn't pop at all. So this is me grading myself. I would have said I just got lazy right here. It looked like I just rose my hand and just went, bless me, oh Lord. I don't know, but that's all right. Yeah, that's all right. I'm just being honest with you guys. This is me critiquing. Actually, okay, wait. There is a little pop. There is a little bit pop. Maybe I'm being too hard on myself. That was a leg pop. It was a leg pop. There's no arm pop. There was a leg pop right there. That one was weak too. It was a little bit of hand, but it was weak. But that's all right. I kind of give myself a pass. This is towards the end, so I knew I was a little tired. All right. Okay, freestyle coming up. Before we get right into this freestyle, I'm gonna take a little break. I'm gonna go back and see if there's any comments from you guys. Any questions? I see. Oh, Angela. Oh, okay. Fire, you like the rolls? Yeah, the rolls are cool, right? They're not sushi rolls, but they're good. They're good. So start with the rolls. I think a lot of time. Here, let me switch back so you guys can see my whole body. Otherwise, I look so small right there. Where? I gotta get better with this one. Okay, there you go. I'm much better. So when you start with the roll, all right. And again, I think what I'll do is I'm gonna show you, Angela. I'm gonna show you where my videos are. The basics video. I went through the rolls. One of the things you could do. I'm gonna stand up. What you could do. I don't know if you guys can see me right here, but you could put your hand. You could bend your knees. Put your hand on your knees. I don't know if you guys remember or if you guys ever do this when you're in either middle school or elementary school, where they kind of rotate around their knees, kind of like that, right? It's like just rotation, and that's a really good drill to just start with the knee roll. All right, start with the knee roll, and then start doing the hip roll. The hip roll, to me, it's kind of like when you're trying to do a hula hoop. Okay, imagine you have an invisible hula hoop and you're doing the hula hoop right there. Okay, that motion should kind of like carry forward, and then you get to the chest roll, right? So then you kind of make it like a cyclone. Okay, so you go top and then middle, then down. It's like zoom. Okay. Anyways, that's me trying to explain the rolls. IR square. Scarecrow part of the puppet. Good question. Answer is no. They're totally different. They're supposed to be different, right? A lot of times they get mixed in so much. The scarecrow, obviously you guys know the scarecrow. It's like, scarecrow right here, boom. And if you relax the hand, then a lot of people, what happens is, me included, when I see the hand like this, immediately puppet hand. That's puppet hand. Okay, that's puppet hand. But oftentimes the scarecrow, scarecrow's like this, but if you keep the hand right here, it's really easy to think it's the puppet hand. So what happens is, remember, puppet could go down like this. Scarecrow could be like this too. So that's why, like, whenever I see something like this, it's really like, wait, scarecrow and puppet, are they the same? They're actually not. I mean, it really depends on what everything else is. The puppet, you just gotta imagine like puppet on a string. It's like there's this kind of movement, right? Scarecrow is just out here like this, either out here or like this. It's more like sideways. Instead of, if it's up and down, that's puppet. At least that's what I think. Okay. All right. Anybody else? Yeah. So, man, puppet is so hard. Scarecrow. I mean, both of them so hard. Like when I first started, I said, all right, there's three. All right, these three. Actually, there's a lot more, but puppet, Toyman, Scarecrow, puppet. Those three is like very, Electric Boogaloo camp. And of course, I want to get all of them. Especially when I see Skeet does his puppet, I'm like, damn. Also, when he does his scarecrow, it's like, there's that scarecrow walk. As a matter of fact, Wiggles has a walk that when I first saw it, I was like, dude, it's like amazing scarecrow walk. And I think a lot of time not today, I'm gonna say maybe a year or two ago, there are a lot of kids, walking around like this, doing this thing. To me, they're trying to do what Wiggles did with his scarecrow walk. And actually, maybe next video, I'll try to find a video and I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. When I first saw Wiggles do that one, my jaw dropped. I was like, oh my God, that's the coolest walk in the world. And I totally studied it. I want to do that thing. I want to do that walk more than I did when I saw Michael Jackson did the backslide. To me, it was even more impressive than the backslide. So when Wiggles did that, I was just like mind blowing. Anyways, I probably spent a good 3 months just doing that move. And when I was able to do that move, oh my God, it almost felt like, you know what it felt like? It felt like this. It felt like, how when somebody goes like this and they're able to do their finger, and then you figure it out, but nobody else figured it out. That's what it felt like. It felt like, oh my God, I know this secret, this awesome secret, and nobody knows how to do it, and it's so easy. But as a matter of fact, it's not easy though, the Wiggles walks. But that's what it felt like, But I spent so much time doing that one. Yeah, man, Wiggles walk. Oh man, Wiggles walk was just, I'm telling you, it was like mind blowing. Okay, again, it's not that, not this thing. Those kids were trying to do what Wiggles did. All right, and I was able to do it, and it saved me a lot. I'll tell you why. It's what happens is because I knew that one move. I mean, I knew some other move too, but because of that one move. And if I was able to show it off and just, do it, at a club or at any event, people were like, damn, But of course, those that seen Wiggles do it, they're like, oh yeah, that's Wiggles' move. Of course it's Wiggles' move, man. It's incredible. So All right. Anyways, we ready? Let's break down. Let's break down the freestyle. The freestyle portion. All right. No questions. Let's go to the freestyle portion. Here we go. Freestyle coming up. Yeah, take a bow. Take a bow. Okay, music starting. Coming up, coming up. Okay, here's the get down, freestyle, get down. So when you're watching this, I mean, just watch the middle. Just watch the middle. So obviously there's a lot going on. I'm gonna try to catch as much as I can and break it down to you guys. All right. So here we go again. So remember, when you're freestyling, I immediately, look, this is what I'm thinking. I filmed this right after my drill. Okay, so I've been doing doubles for a good 3.5, 4 minutes straight. I was tired of doing doubles, so immediately I jumped right into bam, 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 bam. I was doing, my body's used to being more free. All right, but when you start, for beginners, you don't have to jump right into it. You could just start with kind of like what I did with the follow leader, right? Pretending you're the leader, double, and then sing go, and back to doubles. This is how I would teach my beginning students to get started. Okay, so I kind of just jump right in. I want you to know that, and you don't have to do that. All right. So I kind of started a little bit. I went boom, boom, and I was like 2 seconds later, bam, 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 I started going singles. All right, so right there, I want you guys to catch this one. It's a very subtle thing. I want you to, if you guys see my mouse right here, okay, this would be my right foot, because this is mirror looking. So this is my right foot right here. You see how when I step out, watch how I step out. You see how I stepped out? Can you guys see how it's like, I didn't just, if you guys see my camera right here, it didn't just step out here. I did a little, like a twist and then step out. You know what I mean? Kind of like when you're doing the Charleston. Right, it's like a Charleston step out. Okay, just something a little bit different than normal. That's what creates. See, like when I did this, when I'm just freestyling right there, it looks just a little bit different, more different than when I was just the follow leader, because it was very 90 degree. Right here, it's here. It's very straight, linear. Whereas this has a little bit of, I take the round path. Okay, I hope you guys understand what I'm talking about, because of course I can't hear you guys, so hopefully you guys catch the little thing I want you guys to see. Just that little, let me go back here. Right here. Okay, so now watch how all I'm doing is I'm pivoting on the ball of my feet. I'm just doing a little out in. Okay, so it's like rah, da da, just that little shake. Of course, I didn't do that in the drill. That was not a drill. It's just something like zoom, So maybe I should drill it with you guys. I don't know, but something so small is just like. I don't know if it's like part of my personality, but I don't want to say it's part of my personality, because it's just something I feel like, hey, I could add a little bit right here, make something a little bit different. Instead of just standing and go pop like this, I'm gonna go zoom sideways, right? Instead of just pop like this, maybe I go boom, just here. Does it make sense? create on the spot. I know when you're first doing it, it might be too much to think about. It might be like, oh my God, how can I create around the spot? Well, we create on the spot all the time, right? Because when I'm talking to you right now, I'm asking you questions. You have to create your answer on the spot. Oh, how are you able to do it? You just do it. It's not that hard, right? You listen to the question and you answer. And it's almost the same. It should be the same with dancing, right? You listen to the music and you just answer. But if you don't know the language, then you can't answer. Does that make sense? So learn the language, then you could just respond. That's the way I look at it, right? And hopefully that's the way you guys will start looking at it as I'm explaining how I see it with you guys. Okay? Okay, moving forward. Here we go. Right there, you guys. Again, I'm bringing up these little things. I don't know if you guys caught it. You see how like I held my arm like this right here, right? And now all I did was boom, just from here and then, bam. I don't know. I'm probably really small on the camera, but let me go back again. Watch the shoulder. I know right now my shoulder's a little bit tilted. Let me see. Okay. Oh, right there. Is that it? Right there. Right there. Ah! I can't just. Can I go just a little bit? Oh, that's 10 seconds. That's way too much. That's a little shake right there, and then right here, right here. Okay, watch the shoulder. Watch the shoulder. Bam. Okay. I think. Can I do it like this? This is one frame at a time. Here's one frame at a time. But it's way too slow. All right. Okay, I know I'm throwing a lot out at you guys, right? So maybe you guys could rewind this video and see how I break down again. But watch the leg work. So there's a lot of pivoting. There's a lot of pivoting going on. And gosh, I don't even know if I can break this down right here. So right here, let me rewind. Okay, this is better now. I can rewind one frame at a time. Oh, no, I can't. Okay, so this leg right here, my right leg is gonna go step out. As it's going out, look at my left leg. Here, as it's going out, it's doing a kick out. I'm doing a kick out. Okay, you guys see this right here? As it is kicking out, this one is doing a roll at the same time. And right when it lands, it finishes the roll. Okay? That one is not an easy move. I'm telling you that because I specifically learned that one a lot. I trained that move a lot. Okay? When I saw that Skeet did it, it's these little things that he does that made me go, dang, that's why. Okay? So what I'm showing you guys today, this is like advanced stuff, okay? Advanced stuff, I'm telling you, but it starts here. Even though I said this is for beginners, but I want you to watch it like as if you're advanced stuff, and then when you practice it over and over and over again, then you guys can get this. Make sense? I hope you guys do, man, because I'm telling you, this is go Nuggets. At least for me, when I saw that, I'm telling you guys, look, it's to me, I feel like Einstein when I figured out E equals MC squared. When I saw Skeet do that one little kick out, right when you do the kick out and you do the roll, whoo, I couldn't do it, but I didn't even know what he did. But when I realized what he did, I felt like, E equals MC squared. To me, that's what it felt like. So now I'm like, okay, I gotta get my balance good to do it, to roll it out. Guys, it took me months to do that one. Okay. But again, a lot of times, if you see me get down and I'm doing it, right? And this get down is probably like 3 minutes long. At the end of the get down, a beginner student, intermediate student, even advanced student, you see it, you probably won't remember what was that you did. You probably won't remember that. And even if you ask me, what was that you did? I'm like, well, look, I just danced for 3 minutes. Which move are you talking about, right? That move is so important. So make sure you guys rewind and watch that one. All right, Ange, no problem. Good night, kids. Have fun. Watch this video. Get real good so you guys could, show off to your mom's friends next time they come over for Christmas so you guys could dance for them. That's what parents do all the time. Parents make their kids dance for their friends. So, yeah, kids, you guys got to do it, man. That's part of being kids. That's the price you got to pay when your parents make you dance. All right. Okay, let's go back. Right there too, man. I was gonna show you guys this too. You see how I just kept the knee out at this angle. A lot of time is you just want to create funky angle and hold that angle so the audience can appreciate it. Does that make sense? So often people get into a funky angle and they get out of it so quick. And I do that all the time, right? I get out of it all the time. So it's almost like it's almost like a magician doing a magic trick and people didn't even get to see the magic trick. And then you just move on to the next trick. And sometimes you just want to kind of hold it there for a second and be like, look, you guys check this out. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that, that finger trick. If you just do it so fast and then you stop, people just think you're doing this. Like, what are you doing? They don't get to see that, oh, you're trying to show that your finger came off. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. You got to hold that funky angle, whatever angle that you find, boom, hold it so the audience get to enjoy it and be like, ooh, that's sick. Okay? Because so often when you do something really funky and they never seen it before, it'll pass them. They'll be like, what just happened? I don't know. But you just need to hold that for that split second for their brain to register and be like, ooh, I never seen that before. You know what I mean? Just right there, going back, you see how I just did, and right here. Okay, so you're gonna see my head, I'm just tilting, right? And we did this in our drill where when I'm sitting down, I'm just going pop, pop right there, right? Pop, pop. I just did my head popping, but then as I pop, you see how I'm stepping out. Pop, step out, boom, step back in, and I do a little, you see right here, you can see me quick pivot, boom, quick pivot out, and my head's still in that weird position, okay? So right now I'm doing some more waving, okay? It's not like a classical wave. To me, a classical wave goes from end to end, fingertip to fingertip, right? A classic wave is from one tip, go all the way to the end, okay? So I kind of do a little bit of just, from the shoulder, boom, shoulder out to the elbow, or maybe to the wrist, just connecting a little bit of wave here and there. It wasn't an entire wave, but a little bit, right? But the whole time, I'm consistent with my pop, right? Because what happens with me, sometimes I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna focus on pop, boom, boom, boom. I'll demonstrate that I can pop, and then I'll ease up on the popping, right? I'll ease up on the power and kind of just show the angle, how I can hold the angle. And that'll show a little bit of connection, connecting waves, connecting from one limb to another and holding the different angle. And right there, you see how okay. I'm looking at the legs right here, right there. I'm just holding that spot, and all I'm doing is my knee goes up and then down, or my heel goes up and down where I raise my knee. But the whole time, why does it look cool? It's because you guys see the mouse right here. Okay, I'm my arrow. I'm keeping my head, arm in isolation. Okay. So you see how like, gosh, I lost it. Let me bring it back. I don't know what. Okay, you see right here? You see how my leg just popped, but I'm holding the arm and the head, the angle, the isolation is already held, but my leg just goes out and in and pop. Yeah, this thing sucks, man. I don't know why it's trying to buffer the whole time. You shouldn't have to. I'm gonna rewind it one more time. Watch this. I'm gonna hold the angle, hold, and then pop. Okay. Same thing with this other one. I'm holding an angle, and now this time when I pop it out, I'm holding my leg in the air. So this is the first one. Boom, I go down. And then this one, boom, I go out and I'm holding it in the air. See the difference? I mean, the concept is still the same. I'm holding the upper body in position. Whatever position I'm in, I'm holding it, and my leg is doing either a pop down or a pop out, okay? It's the same idea, but either I'm popping out or I'm popping down. Make sense? Hope I didn't lose you guys, man. I know I'm throwing out so much stuff at you guys, and I feel like maybe it's too much. I don't know, but I think it's cool. If you guys, and again, you guys could always rewind and try to understand what I'm talking, what I'm saying. All right. Okay. All right. Moving forward. Little bit of nickel flex right there, but honestly it was a sloppy nickel flex, but nonetheless that was what I was trying to do. That got kind of funky right there. Okay, that was just trying to be fancy. Okay, so what happened now is everything up till now, it was just very calm, very clean. Now I got to a point where maybe I feel really comfortable and be like, all right, I'm gonna try something a little bit more. So you see that fancy footwork where it's like really fast footwork, not super fast, but fast enough where, you know, if you've never seen it before, you could be like, oh my god, what did he do with the feet? Right there. Did I? Okay, I'm gonna rewind it just a little bit. I hate how this thing buffers so much. If it didn't buffer so much, I would have said this is good, but you see how like this is like, you know, a lot of heel toe twist, boom, and I held it. So a lot of these heel toe pivot, right? We call it Romeo twist. I'd ask Skeet, I said, why they call it Romeo twist? And I don't know if it's true, but he said there used to be a shoe called Romeo twist. I was like, for real? That's dope. So maybe it is. I don't know. I never seen that brand before, but of course I'm gonna take his word for it. Romeo twist. So yeah, real cool. So I can see I'm just going back to simple popping right now. I'm probably, you know, just resting a little bit. Okay, again, this is one of those, example of some simple arm stuff. All I did was went bap, bap, right? Just focus on the arm real quick. Arm didn't really do anything crazy. Arm's pretty simple right now. So I went here and then bam, right here. Pop, pop. Okay, that's it. Boom, boom. But the leg is doing some other crazy stuff at the same time. So that's why I kind of want to stop and show you guys. Okay, and the leg itself, I think right now it'd be kind of too hard for me to break that down. Plus, I'm doing so much angles with the leg that it's just hard to see. And what's cool about it is I'm holding that isolation from the waist above, and my leg is doing some, quick shifting and popping at the same time. That's why I think the illusion looked really, really cool. So right there, that's just classic waving from tip to tip. So I hold. So this is why when I tell you guys, how I like to wave is I keeping the wave, right? So you see, I start with my left hand here going across to my right hand. From the left side though, after it passes through, the left gotta stay, right? See how like once I get over here, the left arm shouldn't be moving. So you keep your wave. So this is just waving, a little bit of waving. All right, I guess I'm not that good of a waver because I just stopped waving and I went back to popping. So a lot of great wavers, they'll continue to wave. They'll have different kind of waving moves. I'm not that good yet, so I stopped my wave and I'll kind of mix it in. But yeah, like for me, if I want to really, really train my waving, I gotta wave for like 3 minutes straight, and I'll run out real quick. But that's the way you train, you know what I mean? For me, it was a lot easier for me to just stay kind of mix it in between popping and then just mixing things up. So now we'll get into some boogaloo rolls, some leg rolls, more waving. So I guess I probably heard myself saying, hey, you suck at waving, and now get back to waving. So maybe that was it. Yeah. That was kind of interesting. So you see when I went up, boom, and I pop, boom, and I got my shoulder up. So I try to bring everything high, and then maintain there. And one of the things about that is, try standing on your tiptoe and pop, right? It's a little bit strange, right? None of us really, I never did any drills like that, but as you freestyle, as you do more and more stuff, it kind of just happens, you try new things almost by accident, and that's when you're getting really good into your your solos and your freestyling. A little bit of head roll in there. A little bit of that's the scarecrow walk. A little bit of scarecrow. That's a Skeeter Rabbit scarecrow walk, not the Wiggles one. The Wiggles one, again, something totally different. Oh, that was something interesting right there. That little kick out, but then pivot at the same time. Y'all see that? That one right there too, but this one coming up right there. Right there, as I kick out, and then bring it up, and then pivot, and then step down. That little buffering, man, I tell you. Okay. yeah, I'm just doing a lot of different shoulder angle, shoulder and head. A little bit of twisto flex right there. Probably kind of lost my balance with that little catch. So most of it is same now. I'm coming to the end. The pop here, it's not even popping. I'm just dime stopping. There's no pop. It's just dime stopping, that's all. All right. So that's it, guys. That's me breaking down my my freestyle and also my, follow the leader. And damn, we closed up exactly at 10 o'clock or 10:01 right now. So that's all I got for you guys today, guys. Feel free to check these out. This is Follow the Leader, the original Follow Leader, not the Follow Leader 4, just Follow Leader original. So it's a little bit harder, but I think having me break it down right now, you guys see how much little I don't want to say, what's the word? Nitpicky, I guess. The little things, right? Again, these are more, I want to say, intermediate to advanced level. So if you feel like you want to check it out, check it out. Check it out with me, explaining it right now. But if it's too much, that's all right. Go check it out with the FTL4. FTL4 is definitely a lot easier because I do rest more. It's a little bit slower pace, I believe. Okay. All right, guys. Let me get back to here so you guys see my face right here. All right. So that is it, man. I hope you guys have fun. Hope you guys understand a little bit more what I'm talking about. One of the things I did talk to my boy R Square about is this. Okay. We mentioned earlier this week that I was thinking about having some sort of a contest, where you guys get to submit your videos, getting down and stuff like that. I feel like maybe it's a little bit too much. Maybe it's a little bit too much, especially for beginners, because I know how it feels like. I know what it feels like to put something out there where you're not super proud of, right? Especially as beginners, you don't want to see. A lot of us don't want people to see us learning. It's almost like riding your bike with training wheels on, right? That's all right. I totally understand. So if this is something that you guys want to try to do and still have me try to critique, one of the things we came up with is probably put a mask on, right? I think let's make it fun. I know it's not Halloween, but I think it'd be kind of cool for me to see a different kind of mask. Don't everybody just get the same Jabberwocky mask. Whatever mask you want to put on. So this way, it don't matter who sees you, right? I'm just looking at the dance. I'm just looking at how you move. It doesn't matter what you look like. You might be the prettiest dude or the prettiest girl, but it doesn't matter. We're looking at your dance, and that's what you want me to do. Okay, so if that's something that you want to do, go ahead and do that. But let's say you do have a pretty face or something like that. You want the whole world to see how you get down. You're free to do that as well, all right? But that might be like a different category or something like that. We might have a category of like the funkiest mask, and see how you get down, all right? So again, what we do is maybe sometime this week, hopefully soon, I gotta make my video. I'm gonna show it to you guys and just see how I get down, okay? And then on the same YouTube clip, I'm gonna have a downloadable song so that you guys can download it. I'm gonna try to keep it a little bit light, maybe like 1 minute, okay? Not 3 minutes, a little bit too long. 1 minute, maybe 45 seconds to 1 minute, something like that, where it's not too long, where you guys can understand it. You guys see me dance, and then you get to do your own, okay? Keep it simple. What I'm looking for is, again, this is for beginners, meaning follow the leader style, right? You could keep it doubles, just like how I broke down today's get down, right? I went right into singles, but I was saying you could double, and then single, then double, single, double. It's like switch it up between singles and double, and just as long as you stay on beat the most, I'm gonna be like, yo, this video 1, this person stayed on the beat very, very nicely. I like it, right? Or I can say, yo, you were offbeat here. You pop hard, but you're offbeat. Or I could say you pop hard and you were on beat. You had everything. I think, of course, most everybody want to hear that, right? But what you really, really want to hear is how you can improve. Okay, and that's the key. So that's something I'm willing to do for some of you guys. I won't have time to get all of you guys, but for those that want to try it, we'll get started. And my goal is to try to do it that maybe maybe twice a month, depending on how many people submit. Right? If it's too many, we might have to just like I don't know. Maybe you guys should tell me how to do it, right? Give some suggestions as to how we could build this community. All right. R Square, I know you down. I know we're gonna make this good. So everybody else, feel free to chime in. Even now, drop it in the chat or drop it in the comments so I could read it and hit me up, guys. I want to thank you guys for joining me today. I had a lot of fun breaking it down. Hope you guys learned a lot as well. All right. So tomorrow I actually got a nice interview with my boy Jeff, OG Jedi Mind Trick. He's gonna share his story, and I got a couple more interviews coming up next week for everybody too. So definitely stay on the lookout for that. Yo, R Square, always good to have you here, my brother. Everybody else, always good to have you guys join in. Until next time, let's make it funky. Peace. And we